Welcome to Pullman, Washington. Martin Stadium, home to the Washington State Cougars, and the anticipation is running high on the Palouse. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Washington State Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So the Washington State Cougars return team certainly didn't do the offense any favors there. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
They'll give it to the back. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Washington State going quickly. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
The offense set for a first down play. On the move, it's Henson. And he's brought down after a nice gain. When the Huskies are moving on the ground like this, you will bow down to Washington.
Yeah, and I tell you what, with all the rain they get out there in Washington, you better have a dependable ground game that you can go to and establish that tempo. Obviously, harder to throw the football in the rain, so dominant physical trenches.
On the move at the 30. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Quickly to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
Washington hoping to make this defense bow down in the red zone. Quarterback checking off. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Henson. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game, but I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, and let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
if they can get the edge on the jet sweep. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the defense wasn't fooled by that play. Offense trying to go with the jet sweep. But you see on the end of the line of scrimmage, the defense expecting it, and they actually get up the field, not allowing that ball carrier anywhere to go.
Got some work to do on second down after that last one. They need 13. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Touchdown, Huskies! Reeled it in and just made the house call.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
From inside his own 15, looking for room. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw up this drive.
The Cougars headed quickly to the line. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. Off the play fake. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Most offensive coordinators want to be really aggressive in second and short. And I love the quarterback here. He drops back the pass thinking being aggressive. Nothing available. Scramble. Give me an easy first down.
Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. He makes the connection. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Washington State has it all working right now. Going up top on first down. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch. It's Turbin. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. They'll line up for a second down play. It's complete to the right. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. And this one is anything but routine, a 48-yard attempt from the right hash. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, 2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Memphis went into hostile territory and came away with a convincing victory. The Tigers always seem to get everyone's best punch, but today they were the ones who delivered the knockout. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. He's going to take off. Got his man on the right. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. One big play to get it up near midfield. Now they're in business at the 47. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
He's gone out of bounds at the 44.
And now on second down for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Past the 30. And he breaks into the open. And they will score. Touchdown, Washington.
This offense is high octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
And the extra point makes it 14-3. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Washington 14, Washington State 3.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you've just simply got to make it.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding. I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior. Washington State lines up quickly. Leaves it with the back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Holding.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Now on second down. And the timing just a hair off.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Gets it out fast. Got room at the 35. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Washington State has it in the red zone. On second down, looking to throw. Got the quick pass. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. They're going to run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Now the play fake. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And here comes the field goal unit.
Number 10 on the field goal.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
He wants to throw here on second down. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
Feeling some heat. Trying to escape and get it himself. And couldn't quite find the crevice he needed to pick up the first down. Washington sends out the punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have
just keeps moving. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Now that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
This offense has a second down play. Bunch formation, trying to spring a guy free. He's back to throw on second down. It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Cougars.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
A little surprising that they didn't go for 2, but they're still down by a point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here, Paul.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit in this drive.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He's going to pass. He's right on target. We had a barn burner the last time these 2 teams played, and no reason to expect anything else between these 2 bitter rivals.
Attention to detail, and I think the sense of urgency, David, in a game like this just goes way up.
And I think managing the emotions in these type of games, you know last year was a classic. Now you're trying to form this year's identity of this team and go out and get a win in a big...
And the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close.
Defensive linemen live to get after after the quarterback, to get sacks, to get by those big hog mollies up front on the offensive line and say, you taste dirt.
Looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Oh, he drops the football. He had it right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He wants to pass it on second down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
But one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
And here comes the field goal unit. This kicker has already made a couple today. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half.
On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
He'll pull it down and run. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let it go. And that pass picked off. Got some room to run. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
Well, that's the second pick in as many series now for this quarterback. But, David, I love the defense right now and the way they're reading and reacting to all these route concepts. I mean, they are all over these guys on the back end.
All over the field, making plays. Listen, you're supposed to see the quarterback break on the football. You've seen several breaks on the football. Your job is to know what the offense does really, really well. And you can tell this defense is dialed in, and they know exactly what this offense wants to accomplish.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. And the Cougars will hustle to the line. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes a connection. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd and goal coming. Now on the option. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington State. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better, that can make the right decisions, that can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts, and that's when they have those great football teams.
Makes the catch, and he's brought down.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Fires to the middle. Got him downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And the tackle is made, but not before. That completion gets them 30-plus.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Nice job of avoiding the sack and picking up a few on the run.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nor the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Old Dominion is going to enjoy the trip back to Norfolk after a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there in Ballard Stadium, and suddenly it's quite the resume. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Washington State going quickly. The corners are walked up tight. Getting some heat. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. And how about this guy upholding that linebacker tradition of a Shaq Thompson or a Mason Foster?
And you think about those guys that can do a little bit of everything. They can play the run and be physical, but they have the athletic ability to play in coverage. Just versatile defenders.
Looking to the big tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. Touchdown, Huskies. How about that D coming up with a play like that? The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He's got it on the right.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And it's such an advantage for this defense to have an outside linebacker like that can rush the passer because they can set the edge. They can get off the ball, and they're just way too fast for tight ends or for offensive tackles to get out and block them.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Huskies have it back trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking for space. It's Henson. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. They'll give it to him again. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this third period. What a day it's been on the ground for these two guys, and they just seem to get stronger as the game goes along as we take a look at the numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. He lets it fly. He's got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the bread basket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
They'll leave it with him. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Washington State lines up quickly. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. That incompletion is an engraved invitation to the punt team. Makes a move. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal,
and that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
I think if you're the head coach here, it's a bit of a mixed reaction to your passing attack so far in this game. You put up a bunch of yards throwing the football, you've lit up the scoreboard, but you've also given up 4 sacks. Pass protection has been a problem so far in this game.
We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Get it out on the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple of games.
On 2nd down, wants to throw. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
They keep attacking through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the 1st down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up 4th down.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 4th down, looking to pass. Makes the catch past the sticks. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another 1st down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
Fast motion from the offense. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Throws for the tight end. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
Sometimes as a quarterback, when you're feeling the rhythm and you're feeling yourself, you just want to keep taking shots, right? This guy's already thrown 3 touchdown passes. He saw a look he liked, decided to let her fly. Haven't seen a lot of balls falling complete, especially deep down the field. That one did, but I'd expect this guy to keep letting it go.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting in the fourth quarter, one possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
He's looking to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Just hammering it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. And the extra point splits the uprights, and the lead balloons to 15. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Wazoo offense onto the field again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
You know, as a quarterback, you believe in your matchup. And my running back, if I can get him the ball in space, he's going to win a lot of times. He didn't that time. The defense was ready. Nice job in the open field making the nice tackle.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Touchdown, Huskies! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Maryland is running away with things, and it's thanks in large part to an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 36 over Duke. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the offense ought to go buy a lottery ticket because that ball somehow bounced right back to them. They'll keep it. Looking to throw on 2nd down.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Really nice play on the pick. Was looking for a little more yardage, but great field position at the 34. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier.
Just having these dudes bounce off of him like popcorn. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like